and slowly working my way to the bottom. You notice I didn't just jump straight down to the curb and hug it all the way around. I'm going to get to the curb right here where the cone is. And what happens when you get to the apex and your hands straighten? That's right. That's when the fun starts. So you start putting the power down. Your hands are straightening out. We're going to use the entire track. I want you all the way out here next to the gator teeth, right on that white line. Slowly move the car back to the left. Get parallel to the curb again. You don't want to be aiming at the cone and then try and turn. You want to get over here as soon as you can. Get parallel to the curb. I know I'm getting to this cone, so my eyes are up. To the right. Not quite as bad. So it's on this side, so it's telling me I could probably carry a little more speed in there. So my eyes are looking. I make a nice smooth turn in with my hands. I'm looking for that cone. Now I'm getting down here. Now I realize I'm going to get here. So pretty much from the apex of a corner out, you can start putting throttle down. You can hold a maintenance throttle to get here. So if you come in and you let off the gas and you're turning, you put your toe on there just enough to hear the motor note change, where you'll hear it, it'll kind of whoomp, and almost not accelerating. Don't get that big throttle hit, just enough to make the motor note change, and it holds the car in a steady attitude, so it's not accelerating and it's not decelerating anymore. It's holding the speed, thus maintenance, because you're maintaining that speed. And see how my hands are almost straight? I'm coming out of here. I can pick the throttle up. You see these little black slurry patches here? You can come out right next to these. That lets you know that you tracked out like you're supposed to. Don't try and hold the car in the middle of the lane. We have a lot of people that wear out the middle of our racetrack because they act like you're out on the highway or on a freeway somewhere. You're not. This whole thing is your lane. It's 40 feet wide. Use every bit of it. You want your radius to be as big and as smooth as possible. So you're going to come out here. Now I'm looking for my cone, so I'm going to come down. I'm going to brake at the end of the curb because you're going to be carrying some speed out of there. You're going to brake a little bit at the end of the curb. I know I'm getting there, so my eyes are up. I'm looking. It's around that corner, so I come off of the brake smoothly, and I get turned down. Nice and smooth to this. Again, I'm not driving immediately down there, driving over that candy cane strip. I'm turning down slowly to get by the curb. Boom, I'm getting here. I'm at my apex. This one does have a track out cone. So I want her all the way out. So to see if my hands are almost straight again, I'm on the throttle. This corner, you're gonna be right next to it. Stay out here till you get to this cone. That's another turn-in cone. And you're gonna find you're gonna wanna turn in early because there's all that racetrack there. Don't do it. Just wait. You guys will probably still run through here in third gear. All right, that car has a really tall gear, so you're gonna probably come through here in third. Coming down, you never want to shift going around this corner.
Careful.
Yeah, I'm telling
you. There you go. Keep on going with that.
That's why.
Just keep right on going.
That's why
with
you
that.
give them girl names. The less you upset them, the better they'll treat you.
Thank you very
Do
much.
not upset that girl. You got that's free. You can take that.
I didn't realize this was a course in life lessons also.
It is. I cover all aspects of this deal. I'm going to keep you out of trouble at home, gentlemen. You're going to come out here, and this car is going to be flying right here. You're going to be winding up through the gears. If you're in a school car, you'll probably be up into fourth going through here. Get your shift done in the short chute back there. Now, as you're coming in here, see how the track widens out? And there's going to be a transition bump here. You're going to feel it, right? There. Bang. You're on the brake pedal. And is anyone in here afraid of the brake pedal? You can't push it very hard. You got, go to it. If you can't push it hard enough, we'll get you a purse, and you can throw that at the pedal, okay? Now, I want you to look back behind the van. See how the van is coming behind us? See how the track tracked out and we moved out? That is 1.5 car widths that you would give up if you do not move out in this lane. So when you get to that point back there and the track widens out, go with it. You hit that transition, bang, you're on the brakes. Be aggressive on that brake pedal. These cars have amazing brakes. I've driven race cars that don't have brakes this good. So I'm getting to this cone, I'm turning. There's my apex, it's pretty close. So I'm gonna get turning right here, nice and smooth, fastest part of the track. I'm getting down here, I'm off the brake pedal, and right here, as I get to this, you see all those black seal streaks that are where we filled the cracks in the track? I want you to repeat, never on them or below them, to the left, never. Never, never, never. Everybody got that?
Yep.
Any of them, not even the last one. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Never.
Stay on the outside.
Your hands go straight. Now you're on the throttle. Your car is all freed up. You're not trying to hold it down and feeling it scoot the front end. You're out here outside of all of them. If you get out here and you have to use this, this is the only free curb. No gator teeth on this. You can drive out on it nice and smooth. Then you bring the car back to the left. You don't have to snatch it back right away. Let it slowly work its way back. Parallel to the curb, brake at the end of the curbing. Here's my turning cone. I'm getting there, so now I'm looking. That thing's a ways around there, isn't it? Well, we put a cone on the outside to remind you to stay out here.
Patience.
Be patient. Stay out here. Be about a car width off of the outer curb, because if you just drive down the center, you remember what Ronnie talked about, how your early apex and the turn in, how it runs you out into the desert? You will go out there and be bushwhacking before you know it. So off the throttle, letting the car roll, roll, roll. As the car turns and gets down here, you can start putting your maintenance throttle, start picking it up. I'm passing my cone. This has gator teeth. This corner gets a lot of people. If you get out here, be patient. Do not snatch that car back onto the racetrack, because the back will probably come onto the track before the front. Smoothly bring it back. You upset your girl like that, trust me, it's not going to have a good outcome. Down here again, brake at the end of the curb. This is the only early one in the entire track, because I see I'm getting there. Look how close that cone is. So you can be all spastic and turn in immediately. And you want to here. You want to be turned in here immediately, just right next to this curb. Now see how this corner opens up? There's a lot of runoff, but you see this burnout mark on the left where someone did that little streak? If you're to the right of those, you're in the right place. You do not want to be driving on them or to the left. You're going to hold your hands in this steering position as you come around, looking down the hill. The curbing will move away from you, so don't worry. It looks like you're going to run off when you come in, but you won't. Right here, you're going to be seeing your cone as you're coming over the top. You keep looking for it, looking for it. Your hands will automatically follow your eyes. You're looking. Now, if I come in at this angle right next to it, look how straight I am coming out of here. If I was on the inside, I'd have to make a hard left and then back. Nice and smooth. Get turned down to this cone. My eyes are up, I'm looking. I'm picking the throttle up, my hands are almost straight. Now on this one, this is what we call breathing the throttle. You'll get to right here in the middle of the track. You'll lift off the throttle slowly. The car will turn it. You'll feel it like roll over on its left side, and then you slowly, I'm stressing the word slowly, put the throttle back down. Slow off, slow on. And you're right here at your apex cone on the inside, and as you do that, the car will turn and you won't have to use any real braking there. It will do it all on its own. You pick the throttle up, again, out here, parallel to the curb, all the way to the edge. And you're gonna come in here and you're gonna brake right here fairly aggressively. I'm getting to that cone, so now I'm looking. That cone is way around there again, on the other side of the corner. As you get here, you're gonna come off the brakes slowly, eyes looking down. Slowly turn it in. Don't turn it immediately and be down there where all those skid marks are, because that's what got them. Slowly. Now I'm the closest I'm gonna get to it right here. The car's gonna give you a nod right here. Feel this? Boom. It's gonna be more exaggerated in your car because of the speed. That's telling you that yes, you hit that corner right. Boom, the car's gonna nod. Bam, I got it. Come down here, back to the right. Brake at the end of the curb. This is really hard to stay out, because you look at all that pavement over there and you think, I need to get down there and drive on it. No one's down there. Don't do it. See that big boomerang streak right there on the left?
Yeah.
That big sealer? You want your left sides to barely touch it. See how I'm turning in? I got my steering in just to barely an angle. I'm waiting. The car will work its way down. Now you're at your apex. At my apex here, see the gore point on that painted thing coming out there, the point of the island? Now watch what's happening right now. My hands are straightening out. That wheel's straight. I'm on the throttle from the center of the corner, right there at the apex where I should be. I'm on the gas, I'm coming out here right next to the dotted line. See these little C's on the left where they stage the motorcycles? You should not be driving on them. Acknowledge Megan when you come by. so that she knows that you
Or
see
check
her.
flag.
Acknowledge her so that she knows that you know that that's the flag for that lap. Remember, if you're on the gas early there, you're going to carry speed. You're going to come down to about the 2. You're going to start braking. Depending on what gear you're in, you might downshift, mostly in 3rd. You're going to turn in nice and smooth out here. This big black streak on the left, you're going to leave 2 tires off of it. You're going to turn in nice and smoothly. You're going to get to the bottom. As you get to that apex, your hands straighten on the gas. Tract it all the way out to the right, turning back, get parallel to the curb. Another one, you might brake a little bit, or you might just breathe the throttle depending on the speed you're carrying. Turn in, get to your apex. My hands are straightening out. I'm going to the throttle. I'm going to track out here a little bit, let the car go. Back parallel, brake at the end of the curb. I'm going to brake. I'm looking left. I'm already going to get to that cone. My peripheral showed it to me. Turning down. From here out, I'm picking the throttle up. My hands are straightening out. That car's going to wash right out here on its own. I'm going to get to that cone, so boom, turn it in. Going to get to this one. You'll go through there at 1 speed. Now look at how straight it made that exit. If you're aiming straight at that tower right there, you know you came out at the right angle. You're going to come down here. Here comes that transition. I'm going to feel that bump right about, boom, on the brakes, going through where the track widens. I'm braking, get my downshift in, turning in. Getting to the bottom. If you want to run the same gear in here, that's fine. From the apex out, remember, you can start going to the gas. Even in this big old van, I can be on the gas right there, outside of all those black streaks. All the way out, working my way back left. As I get back left, bam, brake at the end of the curb. Off the brakes at the turn-in cone, letting it roll. As it's rolling. I'm looking for it, I see it. It's starting to get pointed down here. Boom, I can start picking the throttle up from there out. Remember, it's like a gun. If it's not pointed where you want it, you can't pull the trigger. Well, some people do, but you don't want it.
Is that nice, Sean?
I know. Braking at the end of the curb, turn. I'm getting to my cone right away. See, I turned early, boom, I'm there. There's the burnout marks. I got a little bit of throttle just to hold the maintenance. Car's turning, I'm looking down the hill, I can see it. I'm gonna get down there. All of a sudden, 1 smooth radius, I'm coming through the corner, picking the throttle up. Look at how straight I am coming out of there, right down the middle of the track. Slowly off the gas, waiting, slowly back on. Apex out, I'm feeding the throttle on. Almost full throttle right here. Parallel to the curb, brake aggressively. Really get the car on its nose. Off the brakes smoothly, I'm looking. I see it. Car's starting to get pointed to the bottom. And picking the throttle up from the apex. Car's gonna nod. Yep, got it. Out to the gators. Back to the right. Again, braking at the end of the curb. Boom, braking, waiting for my cone to turn. Turn in, right around the boomerang. And this is gonna be your pit in, just like this morning. Probably looks like a